Welcome back to another live. Hope you guys are having a good Monday. In today's live, I'm going to be sharing with you guys. You might be doing something with your RAM. Doing this might be something that's probably killing your 5.7 Hemi that you might not know of. I myself, I definitely used to do this too before, but I never knew that it was going to cause some kind of issue. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this live. I am a little bit late today. It's a little bit dark, but you guys can still see me. But welcome back to another live. This is day number. I gotta keep track of the day. I think it's day number 13 on the live. Go on live every day on YouTube. So I need you guys to definitely help support the channel. If you on the live, help support, like, subscribe, share, and I would definitely appreciate it. Ain't too many, ain't too many Ram channel on YouTube, so this is one of them. So you definitely got to help support the channel. I'll definitely appreciate it. So one thing that most people might not know that is like a major issue for these trucks when you have them, even a fifth generation. If you got a Ram 1500, it doesn't matter on the generation. I'll say probably starting from third, fourth, fifth, and probably sixth generation. Now, if it's a 1500 and it has a 570 Hemi inside of it, then you might want to stop doing this because this could cost you, I'm talking at least probably at least like a couple thousands to repair. And this is the number one issue a lot of people don't know that lead to you having lifters issue on your Ram. Now, this is something I myself, like I said, I once was doing before, but I been knew about this when I had my third generation Ram. And it was something I was doing a lot, but I cut it up and stopped doing it. So if you got a Ram 1500, and I want to share with you guys the number one reason why you might probably be having the ticks right now, and also this could lead to you having like a real serious issue with your lifters on your truck. So it's something simple. When you have these trucks, number one thing, you don't want to have them sitting in park and idling for a long time. Number one thing you definitely don't want to do because this could lead to like the number one thing from my understanding, what most people probably don't. Most people probably take this lightly, but um, some know that this could lead to you having lifters issues on your truck, and it could be very pricey for you to get this repaired. So whenever you sit in your truck for a pretty long time and like it's not moving, it's not driving, none of that. You just parked up, letting it idle for a long time. This could cause your lifters on your truck to go bad because number one reason is obviously the oil that's in the truck is not really moving around, mixing up and stuff like that. So just like sitting in one spot and you having your truck idle. I'm not saying that you can't idle your truck for at least like, from my understanding, I think 20 minutes max. 20 minutes max is cool for you to do so. Like for you to have your truck, let's say if it's cold during the wintertime, you want to heat up your car, whatever, your truck, this and that. It's cool for you to let it idle for like probably 10 minutes max. But when you let it idle for such a long time, like over 30 minutes, and you just sitting in the car or you're not sitting in the car, that's the number one key to your going bad on your truck. And if you don't know, that's like that's how most people come across having those issues. Probably some people be saying that is the fact that these trucks are, junk, or the fact that, once you hit over 100,000 have that issue. But that's not the case. The case is the fact that any mechanic who works on these trucks will tell you the truth. If you park and your truck just idling for a long period of time, that's the number one way for you to destroy your lifters. And that's something I was doing before with my third generation Ram I had. I wouldn't say I was doing it for like over 30 minutes. It was during the winter time just to have it up. I only did it for probably 20, 25, 30 minutes around there. But I didn't have any kind of issue with that truck before, like in the past that. But I'm just saying, like, you could always let your truck idle, but you just gotta be like mindful of how long you're gonna have it, because like if you wanna be paying to get your lifters done and stuff like that, like especially for these trucks, they having that issue. And if you got a high mileage too, that's another thing too you want to keep in mind. Sitting in your vehicle or laying your vehicle out for a long time definitely lead to that issue. But there's something that most people probably take lightly or some people don't know. But I'm sharing with you guys that because before, but anybody that knows like when it's time to get like to do lifters on these trucks, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I like you probably gonna be spending probably at least top like 3,500 to like 4 grand, probably somewhere around there. I'm just giving a number out. It's not like $1,000 job. It's not like 500, 600 dollars. Like it's very costly. It's gonna cost money, and these trucks, especially when they have like the if you don't have like an MDS delete on these trucks like bone stock, and you definitely sit in your car laying there idle for such a long time, that's the number one thing to you having the number one issue everybody complain about on these trucks. So I'll tell you, if you're doing that now, if you want your truck to see probably 300 plus miles on the like you definitely don't want to do that, man. Like you definitely don't want to have your truck idle for a long time. It's just something simple, I get it. Like I said, you could always let your truck idle for like 10, 20 minutes max, especially when it's cold, but doing it like excessively, that's when it becomes like an issue for you. And that could cost you a lot of money to get it repaired. But if you a mechanic, you work on your own cars, if you want to take that chance, you can take that chance though. But I'm just sharing something that I see a lot because I'm on a lot of people complain about this, having like the Hemi ticks, having issues. Like sometimes people don't be understanding. It's like simple. It's like my truck right now has 150,000 miles, almost 150 on the on dash. So right now I'm at 148,000. And simple thing I've been doing, just don't let your truck idle for more than 3 minutes. Letting it sit, like letting it idle for a long period of time could lead to you having lifter issues. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you can't let your car warm up and stuff. You could do it. You could let your truck warm up for at least like probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But I'm saying like sitting in these trucks is like letting them sit for a long time and just letting it idle is the number one way for your truck to definitely have a lifter issue. Like number one way. Another thing I want to share with you guys that most people probably don't know. When you go to these like high end just to get your oil changed, sometimes they try to recommend, sometimes they will tell you, but most of the time, like even if they would be real with you to tell you like, hey, look, it's recommend that you put this oil in your car because in your truck, because if you don't want to have this issue, um, you definitely got like sometimes they recommend you to go with the cheaper oil, which I myself I have done in the past before. I'm not saying but it wasn't with this truck. But one thing you want to keep in mind from having any kind of Hemi ticks and stuff, it's just a simple thing. I'm not saying you know about your truck, whatever. I don't know how you drive your truck, but I know for a fact owning three of these trucks, like this, my third one. All I ever did was simple doing my oil change. Simply just go with full synthetic. That's all I did, full synthetic, and I run the bar filter. I'm gonna show you guys right now because I gotta get an oil change in the next couple of days. I gotta do my oil change. But this is the filter right here, especially for a 2018 Dodge Ram. This is the filter that I run in my truck. I know AutoZone doesn't have it, so you can order it from on. This is what I do before I do my oil change, and I always do like the full synthetic. It is a little bit more cheap, expensive, but it's what they recommend. So these are the two things. If you still running basic oil in your truck, you don't have to have a high mileage to put full synthetic in your truck. If you got a Ram 1500 and has a 5.7 in it, start putting synthetic. Doesn't matter on the mileage. Don't wait till you hit like 100,000 miles or unless somebody tell you, oh yeah, you got to run this this oil only if you over 100,000 miles or if your truck got a high mileage. Don't definitely don't do that because I'm telling you guys, man, that's like there's videos on YouTube if you guys don't believe me, but there's it's proven it, like Dodge even said it before, that you gotta fully put synthetic in these trucks. That's it. Synthetic, you could do basic, but I wouldn't recommend you doing basic, because basic oil is what leads to you having the Hemi tick, and full synthetic is more, thicker blend oil, and that's strictly what I put in my truck. If you got one of these trucks, that's all you got to do. It's not rocket science. That's all I do. My truck, like I said, once again, have 150 on the dash, close to 150, 148, no ticks, still running good. By the grace of God, thank God. I know a lot of people talk shit about the fourth generation Ram. Two things. If you do these two things, I'm not saying it's 100% guarantee, but there is a higher chance that you're gonna come across you having lifters issues or Hemi ticks and stuff like that. So I know some guys I see in a group chat on Facebook, Ram group chat, and I see some guys who have 50,000 on the dash. Um, must still run like probably that has like the Hemi ticks. That's it's kind of because like the miles on the trucks are super low. You will think that it's a brand new truck. You ain't gonna have that kind of problem, but I'm telling you guys right, those are the two things that you gotta do. Number one, stop letting your truck idle for a long period of time if you're not driving it. Like that's the number one way for you to kill your 5.7 Hemi. If you want to keep doing that, if you got the funds to go to the mechanic, spend 4 grand, 3 grand, whatever price they charge you, wherever state you in, you know, be my guest. But I'm just telling you guys my experience, what I have done, and I think my last truck I had about, well, my first one I had, my first Ram 1500 I had about 300,000 miles on it, and this was like my first ever truck I ever bought it from a guy that was his work truck, so he was actually beating on that truck. And I lie to you guys not, that truck they didn't have no Hemi, no lifter issue, and he just simply told me, at that time I was a little bit younger. He told me all he simply do is just get a regular oil change, which is what he recommended for me to put in the truck, which was full synthetic. And since then, that's what I've been doing, and I just came across probably I say maybe at least like a couple years or something like that. That if you let your truck idle for a long time, you're gonna have to replace your lifters. I'm telling you guys that. But if you got a Hemi Ram, I ain't here to scare you. I'm just want to. But this is day number, probably I think what I said, day 15 of me going live every day on YouTube. So somebody said, "Hold on, what's going on?" And I'm going live every day on YouTube. So if you guys got a topic I want me to talk about, let me know. And I appreciate you guys being on here. Definitely means a lot though. Ain't too many Ram channel on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribe button. Help support the channel. I gotta turn my light on. I know I'm going live a little bit late, but I had a busy day today. But on top of going live every day and uploading every day on YouTube. So I need you guys to keep supporting the channel. If you got a Ram, if you got anything you want to ask me, talk about whatever, fitness, my truck, feel free to comment. Let me know what you guys, have in mind. Hopefully you guys having a wonderful Monday, man. I had a good day. Every day is a good day. If you is a good day. But two things to stop doing. Don't do those two things. I'm telling you guys, man. Your truck, let it idle for a long period of time. When you go get an oil change, pay that extra, whatever you have to get. It really doesn't cost that much though. Full synthetic is only a couple bucks more than a regular oil. Just simply just get full synthetic. What are some modifications you've done for your Ram? Right now, some of the mods I've on this Ram, I got the J&L oil catch can. I got the I think it's called Damn, I forgot the name, but I got a core air intake on here. I just got a muffler delete. I got some lowering springs on here, coilovers in the front, fully adjustable, and in the back I got the Beltec lowering springs, and I also have Beltec sway bar, and then I have sway bar links. Got a bed cover. I haven't really done much, but if you're new on the channel, reason being because I am planning on doing a swap on this truck. I'm going from a 5.7 to a 6. That's like my biggest mod on right now. Why I'm not really doing too much with the 5.7 Hemi. I'm planning on doing like a real big swap on this truck pretty soon. So that's the goal. And I'm pretty much gonna be hopefully in the future try to take it down like the racetrack or something like that, race with it. But as my daily driver right now, it's like I really, I got a few things done to it. It's but it's a few things done. But far as like the main things under the hood, I haven't really got to that point yet. For about a year, going on probably 2 years, a year and a half, probably. It's crazy. But let me know if you guys want to ask me anything. It's this channel is, it's not cars, whatever, I feel like I like connecting with people. So if you want to ask me about fitness, I work out. So if you want to ask about fitness, me, whatever, I'll let you guys know. There's the whole point of me going live so you guys could be able to see me face to face. If you want to ask questions, you can ask. But definitely appreciate the comments on here. Going live every day, uploading every day, working a 9 to 5 and hitting the gym and being a dad. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, it ain't for the weak, but you really could do anything you put your mind to if you think about it, man. You could do anything you put your mind to. That's how simple it is in life. I mean, I wouldn't say it's simple, but once you already convince yourself that you could do it, you can make it happen. But yeah, I plan on doing a swap to this truck. So this truck she's gonna be a completely different animal, man. She's gonna be a completely different animal. But if you guys got a Ram, let me know in the comments what year Ram y'all have. Let me know in the comments what year Ram you have. But this truck is pretty much bone stock, man. Let me know in the comments, y'all. If you got any topic you want me to talk about in my next live tomorrow, you let me know down in the comments. You guys just join the live. Two things that I want to share with you guys right now that I share already. Doing this to your Ram, you want to stop doing it. Laying your truck idle for a long period of time. And also, if you're not putting full synthetic in your truck, you definitely need to start doing that because if you want your 5.7 Hemi to see 300,000 plus miles, definitely want to do those two things. If you're on the channel, make sure you guys like this live, help support the channel. I would definitely appreciate that. I know I'm going late. I'm going live a little bit late, so try to keep my light on my usual time, but I'm trying to stay consistent with doing this. So 60 y'all here right now. I need y'all to like this up. If you're a Mopar guy, you're a car guy, go ahead, man. Show support. Just hit that like button. It won't hurt. I definitely appreciate it. But those are the two things, man. A lot of people don't understand that. Like I be seeing a lot of people complain so much about these trucks, man. Especially the 2014 Rams, fourth generation Ram. A lot of people always talking bad about them, but sometimes it don't be the truck. I mean, sometimes it don't be the truck. Sometimes it's just like the owner, the person who owned the vehicle. They not doing what they supposed to be doing. They not, if you being on your truck, you're not really trying to take care of your maintenance. That's how most of the times like people have bad experience with stuff like it's. But I'm not saying that a car can't come from the dealership and have like issues. Obviously, every car make out there have some kind of issues and flaws and stuff. But I'm just telling you guys from my experience, majority of the time, it's the person. Even if you buy used, come across issue back to back, it's because person who had that car previously just pretty much never really take care of like the mess, took it serious like that. But I guarantee you guys, man, if you're doing those two things, I wouldn't say I guarantee, but there's a higher chance that you're not gonna come across those two things I mentioned. So, but where you guys from? It's 6 of your own here. Let me know where you guys from PA. Live right now from PA. I need you guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, let me know where you're from, man. Let me know in the comments before I end this live. But I'm gonna go live tomorrow. So if you got anything you want to talk about, anything you want to ask me, or if you want me to talk about any kind of topic, whatever this and that, let me know down below. About to end this live a little bit late. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the next one. Stay safe and peace out. Thanks for the support.